After a while, the sky and the water and the dense foliage on the riverbanks all looked the same, blue and blue-green misty. The whole landscape was now a mere trick of light, vaporous and shape-shifting, appearing and disappearing behind the fog. It was early morning, but already we had been in the boat for over 2 hours, leaving the sea and heading up a tributary going west. Irikefe Island, also known as Half Moon Island because of its distinct crescent-shaped coastline, had long since disappeared, swallowed by the distance and the darkness, cast by the mist that rose like smoke from the riverbanks. We can't go back and start doing the same thing that they did. For instance, they had to argue about what language to use. Were they going to write in English language? Were they going to write in African languages? You know, all these things, they debated it, they discussed it.
It was never an issue for you? In what language?
Yeah, see, it's never an issue for me because the tradition has already been established. Now I just find myself in that tradition. You just continue with it. I don't have to sit down and think about whether to write in English language or not. I just take it for granted because most of the books I read, I read them in English. Like the African Writer series is in English. So I assume that I will always write in English. I think ideally the response by government should be like the American government did, when they forced, is it BP, to clean up and also to settle the people who made their living from these waters. Of course, we are all responsible because we depend on fossil fuel for our day-to-day. It's cheap. It's the cheapest form of energy we have, and until we have something cheaper, we'll always depend on fossil fuel. So the oil companies are doing us a favor by making it available to us, but at what cost? Is there a way we can do it more responsibly? That's the way to look at it, I think.